What's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing great. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Good morning and welcome back to a new video on Optimism, or the OP coin, OP token, whatever you want to call it, which is down to almost 50 cents right now. We have touched 50 cents, but we're in a little bit of a bullish flag or an uptrend, however you want to see it. Apart from that, I mean, Optimism, I wanted to cover it as well because I used to cover it quite a lot. Then after a while, not that much. Still think it is a great project for the future, but for now, it probably isn't, right? It's a new crypto, it's an altcoin. We're in a bear market, so that's not great. Still, volume is relatively high. It's down 42%. It's still over the market cap. But for now, I mean, like 4 or 5% of the supply has been put into circulation out of the total supply. There's no max supply, so there's just a lot of inflation to be in Optimism, and that's why I don't think, if you cannot stake it for a decent APY, I wouldn't buy it for the long term right now. It is on my watch list though. But if we take a look at Optimism, as you can see, what I said, we've been in a general downtrend for quite a long time, right? I mean, you all know that, I don't have to tell you. Still remember analyzing up here. Well, those were the days actually, because there it was still relatively bullish. Ever since, we've been in the downtrend. You can see lower highs almost everywhere. You can see that we respected that 50 EMA, that red line, pretty well. And we're also doing that right now. But I do think, as you can see, we're kind of clashing, right? You have that 50 EMA pushing us down. And then you have a small like a small flag at least, or a small uptrend right here, which we have had before. We've never been able to stop the downtrend. But I do want to talk about that. I think it's unlikely that we stop the downtrend, definitely in these market circumstances, but we have the possibility. The main thing we would need to do, I think, is break above 6,300, which is a very hard thing to do, right? But breaking above that 50 EMA, so doing something like this, is not enough. We really need to break above 6,300. And then from there, if we've broken above that and we reject down immediately, I mean, still that's okay, because that would actually confirm that 5,000 or 50 cents, I should say. Before this, I analyzed Luna Classic, and there I named the price levels as 5,000 and stuff. Hopefully you know what I mean. But 50 cents for Optimism is still then confirmed as a strong support level, and then it can actually hold as a consolidation, which is, in my opinion, a bullish thing to have after such a big downtrend. But I mean, for that to happen, to break 63 cents, as I said, that's going to be very hard. And I think it's going to be more likely that we'll actually drop down to 50 cents right now. I still think from that 50 cents, we'll have some sort of a possibility and opportunity to try something like that again, to try to break that 63 level, 63 cent level again. But I think it's going to be very hard. I think it is more likely that somewhere within the next few days we'll break through 50 cents, and that will actually drop down to 40 cents. Yeah, I just think within these market circumstances, as I said, and with the inflation and with Optimism being kind of a hyped up coin, I don't think it's going to be strong enough to get out of this downtrend. Not in these market circumstances, but it's also not really showing that, right? I mean, we're still getting lower highs. It's not that 50 cents has proven anything yet. Apart from that, tonight we'll also have a very important Federal Reserve meeting in the United States. So that's going to make the market move. And you have to know that fundamentals, like those, are stronger than technicals. So if everything goes to expected, this analysis is still valid. But if the interest rate is way higher than expected, and the projections for the long term are higher than expected, we'll have this move down to 40 cents immediately. And it's going to be tough to even hold 40 cents, I think. So please realize that I did put that in the YouTube community too. Still, I think there's some value to this analysis and video because of the general market situation analysis and general key levels. But you should know that if anything big comes out of that meeting, I mean, if they're telling us the interest rates are going to go up by less than expected, will go up to 70 cents. in one move, but I just think it's more likely that we'll see that 40-cent move. So yeah, that's basically my analysis on Optimism right now, or OP. So if you do have any questions about the analysis, please let me know down in the comments. As for now though, thank you for watching and listening, and I hope to see you all in my next videos. Bye.